Hi guys, Pickles the Gaijin here, Jamaican YouTuber. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, another reaction video today from Takashi from Japan, saying why do foreigners struggle to date in Japan? Ha! Huh. All right, we're to get into it quickly. A new setup, the setup, so hopefully the quality is a bit better. All right, so let's get into it right now.
Hey guys, hi there, I'm Takashi from Japan. So today I'm going to interview foreign men about dating in Japan. Okay, let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan whether traveling or living. You can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Thank you for your time. Where from?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Australia. How long have you been in Japan?
In total, about 3 years.
3 years. This topic is about dating for foreign guys in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, have you dated Japanese person?
That's right. Yeah, I've dated Japanese people both in Australia, whether they were like there for university or working holiday, and then also in Japan as well. So a bit
Interesting.
of both perspectives.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's it like dating for foreign guys in Japan? In general, like, do you have any opinion, first of all? What do you think is differences? What do you think are difficulties?
The differences? Okay, so well, in Japan, I feel like with Japanese people, dating is like a very formal thing. So like sometimes before people have even started dating, you confess that you like them, right? So that's kind of very strange to me because in Australia we kind of do a couple dates first,
Yeah.
and then we talk
Facts.
about
Facts.
what the relationship is. Are we boyfriend, girlfriend, you know?
Yeah.
Or sometimes we don't even talk about it at all. It just
Right.
goes with the flow, and then a couple months later, you just assume. But in Japan, sometimes they want like the answer a bit quicker. Like on the third date, they might ask, "Oh, tsukiyo to iwanai no?" Like, won't you
Like-
ask me to be your girlfriend? And it's like after 3 dates or something. So that's a bit of a difference there, I guess, in kind of the formalities. I guess Japanese people very very polite even in dating, right? Feel like sometimes when you want to date a Japanese girl,
You need to.
it's like a schedule, and
make
it's,
plan.
sometimes it's like even a month in advance. Like I'll say, hey, you want to go get some lunch sometime? Tell me what days you're free, and then they'll say like, oh, next month I'm free on the 23rd. It's like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that I couldn't deal with. Like, it had to be a lot of planning, and I thought that it was more of if they really like you, they'll open up some time. But generally, most persons in Japan have really set schedules, and in those set schedules, you can open up a few spots. So, and then you also have to deal with when the interest is barely there, and you're not really showing, and they're impatient with that. Like if you say okay, what about next week? No, I'm busy. Next week, week after next week, oh, isagashi kamo ne, and if they literally will get frustrated within the first like week of conversation, we can't set a date, and then the interest goes away, and they don't want to be friends after that. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
it feels like a business meeting or something, you know? It's like Japan has a lot of like couple bunka, like couple culture. Like Christmas over here is a very couple-oriented day.
Yeah, it's not about family.
Yeah, it's not about family. That was a surprising thing. So
Yep.
it's like a couple day and you go to Kentucky Chicken or something. I didn't do that stuff, but when I was about 18, I came here for the first time. I was getting my hair cut from my barber, and I was like, oh, I've actually got a date this weekend, so I'm getting my hair cut. Do you have any advice dating a Japanese girl? And he said, yes, you should hold her hand. I was like, holding hands, that's like something we do in kindergarten, you know, something,
Facts.
you know, it's like,
Facts.
in my opinion, that's not a very, important thing, or I wouldn't consider it very important, but in Japanese, like the skinship, right? The
It's very
touch.
important. At the same time, it's very big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hug, to someone you met first time, right?
That's it.
So,
That's it. Yeah. Real moving point for a date in Western countries, more like the first kiss. You know, after the first kiss, then it starts to get a bit more serious. Is that something Japanese men do? Kiss on the first date?
I think I do. I personally do, but I think many Japanese guy wouldn't do it.
Hesitate.
The first hesitate.
Ah,
Because
okay.
you're not sure.
You're not sure.
What's gonna happen if you do it,
Yeah.
right? But I would do it. Yeah.
You do it because you're brave. You're brave.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so
Interesting.
much. Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
なんとなくね。10年間ぐらい日本語を勉強していて、まだいつも間違ってる。
Thank you so much.
I'm from Denmark.
Nice to meet you.
It's interesting his perspective as Australian. Um, the lighter skin guy. It would be interesting to see if there anybody of my persuasion, black guys, talking about dating in Japan or the difficulties. Because it depends on what you want. Like if you just want to get a quick bang, quick boom, it's very easy. But if you're looking for something a bit more substantial, it tends to be a little more difficult, isn't it? And if you're picky like certain people, then it's even worse.
You. Nice to meet you. How long have you been in Japan?
I've been here since August, so about 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you do here?
I'm studying here.
Studying
Yeah.
here. Okay, so I want to ask you about this topic about dating in Japan. First of all, like if that's okay, can I ask like your experience with dating in Japan for this 6 months?
At first, I hadn't really put any thought into it, but then I downloaded some apps just to see what's there. And it's been all right, yeah.
Like which app can I ask?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Yeah.
Which many people mentioned I haven't used. Is it for foreign people? Because I don't have any friends using that, and I have never used that
Yeah.
app. So.
No, it's mixed. I mean, there are also Japanese people and also foreigners. So people I've actually met through the app have all been foreigners. But I have, I guess, in that sense, matched with a few Japanese. But that just never escalated, I guess.
Have you actually dated
Yeah, I have.
foreign girl?
Foreign. I haven't dated any Japanese, only foreigners, yeah.
So I want to ask this question. I see many foreign and Japanese couple on the street, many, a lot. But at the same time, I see many like foreign, but non-Japanese couple. And you're the one of them, right? Actually, like, what do you think of it? Do you think it's easier to find foreign girl like who speak English or who speak your language rather than like just normal like random Japanese girl? What do you think?
Yeah, I do think like generally it is easier to find some other foreign people because the point, as you mentioned with the Japanese, it's a bit harder to find someone whose English is kind of the similar level. Yeah, which has been a bit difficult. But that's also why that app is really nice. You can put in what languages you speak and it sorts through languages. And generally there are less Japanese English speaking people on the app. And also I don't speak Japanese myself, which also makes it a bit difficult to communicate in that sense.
What do you think of difficulties as a foreign guy dating Japan, regardless dating a Japanese girl, foreign girl?
I think one of the differences also like I know I'm here temporarily, so I'm not sure how long I'm here for. So that kind of to communicate that with the other partner, that how long this is going to be for. Is it like short thing or do you want to take it seriously? To communicate that aspect might be a bit different.
Yeah, because you be hesitate to be in a serious relationship if you don't know if you're gonna stay in Japan next year, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Webster really knows how to have a good time.
Girl, I had such an amazing day today. The kayaking was the best part. You said you were good at.
Okay, thank you for your time. Where you from?
From America,
When you in America?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yep.
Okay. How long have you been in Japan? You live here?
I used to live here about 5 years ago. I lived here for 2.5 years. Right now, I'm actually just visiting for about 2 months.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know well about Japan.
So? Yeah, a little bit. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
So what's it like dating foreign
So.
guys in Japan at first?
Sure. During my time living here, I didn't really date or actively try to date because I was just so busy.
Streaming.
Yeah. I was live streaming in Japan a lot, but my observations and stuff, I definitely picked up a lot. That kind of one thing I kind of noticed is I had a lot of Japanese friends when I lived here, but when I hung out with foreign friends or foreign guys that were friends, sometimes in our circles of friends, there'd be like, oh, if you go to like certain places, certain bars, it's like, oh, you can find Japanese girls that will be more interested in foreign guys or whatever, and however it's termed or whatever.
Asian
But
hunter.
I've always found that to be a little bit like scummy, but that definitely exists, and I see that a lot when I was here living. So
Some people might think like you came to Japan because you trying to hit a Japanese girl or something like that.
yeah, I think it definitely creates like a really bad stigma. Like if you're a foreigner traveling, always kind of get that feedback or that stigma that exists. And although there are definitely foreigners like that, it's not always the best. But yeah, when I was out living in Japan, if I ever had the feeling, 'cause I was usually would try to make friends with more Japanese people, but if I had the feeling that when we were out at a bar or something that a girl was like only talking to me or only interested because I was foreign, for me actually it's a weird like turn off because I feel like it's just not the right reasons. It does exist, and there's definitely a lot that try to take advantage of that. So
Wait a minute. If a girl is only interested in you because you're foreign, I mean, some of you guys are so weird sometimes when you talk about fetishes or fetishizing race or whatever. But you have men that only talk to girls because they have long hair, or they only deal with girls because they're blonde, or only deal with girls because they have big booty. It's the same thing. Is it the same thing? Is it? I mean, you like what you like, you want what you want. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that, guys? Like, we always talk about, discrimination and stuff like that. But in dating, everybody is discriminated. You have your own type of girl or guy you like, or they or them that you're into. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. But I tell you a story. I literally went into a bar called the Hub. That's through Tokyo, Japan. The Hub was a place where you could pick up Japanese girls. And I literally met a girl within 10 seconds, kissed her. After she kissed her, after kissing for like, making over like a minute or two, then tells me, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. I love my boyfriend so much." What? I got stories, people. Trust me.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You wanna show your Japanese?
Oh God. That's really and it's embarrassing. Hazakashi demo. Okay, this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
So
Thank
better
you.
than certain
thanks.
people still.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Where from?
Thank you. I'm from New York, from Brooklyn.
And you have Japanese, right?
That's right. Yeah, half Japanese. So I've been in Japan for 3 or 4 months. I'm doing an internship here, so it's been kind of cool to come back and sort of connect to my Japanese family and compare the different cultures.
Cool.
Obviously, you're not foreigner, but you're from America, right?
Right,
So you have like foreign perspective. First of all, like you have any opinion on the dating culture in Japan and dating culture in America?
I don't even notice it. It technically says like, this is the thing. So if you're half Japanese, you're already almost like an outcast. Like you're not seen as Japanese, and then worse, you're half Japanese and live on the outside, fully like America or wherever, foreign country. So you already have the foreign perspective, and then you have a totally different, I guess, lens to look through, and it's just interesting how the Japanese themselves see other persons that are not to them fully Japanese. Yeah, it's actually very crazy. It's like this like Harry Potter, pure bloods and mud bloods on them. So it is absolutely crazy. That's why Japanese love Harry Potter so much, because it reflects on their type of life. Yeah, it's crazy.
America, the differences. Can you share
Right.
everything?
So I think actually I haven't gone on like proper dates with Japanese women, but I've definitely talked to a lot of my Japanese friends or friends who've been here for a longer time. Yeah, they say after like the third date there's like the confession or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of like that freaks out a lot of foreign people. I think that's one of the reasons why I've been a little scared to try it. And the dating culture is very like there's maybe more rules. You just walk around here, see lots of people on dates, and people do the thing where they dress the same clothes, as their partner, stuff like that, or like
It's called pair look.
it's called a pair look.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that or like yeah, there's more like rules or like normal, like there's like a thing that's normal to do.
Oh, it's called a thing, peer look. Jesus Christ.
In Japan. So I've gone on like some dates with actually foreign women. And again, that's easier for me because I know like how that goes, I know what the expectations are, kind of what the rules are. But I think a lot of people are looking for like Japanese partners, but also I think for them too, since they're completely not Japanese, maybe the women they're with have like fewer expectations of them to be a certain way. There's maybe some women who are looking to be in an international relationship, and so they're more interested, in kind of foreign men, and they're more open to trying things that's not completely what they're used to in terms of like dating rules and stuff like that.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese? You speak Japanese, right?
はい、話せます。
話せます。
そんなに上手じゃないですけど話せます。おばあちゃんと一緒に住んでたからね。おばあちゃんはね、大体、英語話せないから。
じゃあ、いいですね。日本語話せる状態で日本に来るっていうのは結構いいですよね。
そうですね。でもそんなに上手じゃないから、結構ね、なんかよく問題あるんですね。
なるほど。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. So it's time to interview Japanese girls. Things Japanese girls worry about dating foreign guys. I'm gonna interview them. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you
Shut up. All right, so that wasn't a bad video. I'd have loved to see if it could get a little more diverse in terms of like more diverse. That's a buzzword. But if we could have got like some black people, that'd be nice. But it is what it is. Most I think the video is accurate. I think it's a decent perspective, and you can tell based on how long they've lived in Japan, or depending on the Japanese skill level, their perspective might change. Let me know in the comments below how it's dating for you as a foreign man in Japan, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you're a foreign woman, let me know how you feel about dating, because I hear women complaining a lot, but pick up for themselves. Things guys into the kitchen.